Is there any plans to make this playable on PC, or is this strictly mobile forever?
Are there any? The current plan is to be on mobile, both Android and iOS. We don't have any plans at the moment to do PC.
What started, Mr. Leahy?
The shit blizzard.
Do you guys not have phones?
Yeah, you guys all have
Everyone's got a
phones,
phone.
right?
You can play on your tablet too.
Attacking the fans too? This is going to be a beautiful disaster.
Hey, just was wondering, is this an out-of-season April Fool's joke?
No, it's a fully fledged Diablo experience on mobile.
Needless to say, I don't think anyone was asking for Diablo Immortal. What essentially boils down to a near reskin of a cash grab mobile game by Chinese outlet NetEase, Endless of God, which came out over a year ago. Now, Diablo team has come out to say that they have rebuilt it from the ground up, and maybe they have, and maybe what we're seeing is a lot of industry standards. But let's take a quick look at the new Diablo Immortal trailer and the Endless of God trailer.
The World Stone. It was the power of creation and the birth of our eternal conflict. From the high heavens to the burning hells, our desire to control that power poisoned its very nature. And so, I gave my life to destroy it.
All right, pretty spicy theatrical trailer, but now let's look at Diablo Immortal's gameplay and then take a look at Endless of God's gameplay, and you can be the judge. Now, clearly, the Blizzard trailer for Diablo is much better edited, or much better in its production value, but the games look very, very similar. They are produced by the exact same company. Now, this same company has done other Diablo ports, and maybe this is just a industry standard type thing, but it leaves me questioning, why announce the mobile version and not at least something else true Diablo fans would have wanted? Most gamers, in my opinion, don't prefer mobile gaming to console or PC. You play games on a phone, but gamers play on consoles or PCs. Now, when Fallout had their mobile version, people didn't love that either, but they followed it up with immediate news of the new Fallout game. What Blizzard should have done, if they wanted to release this to make their money off the 10% of gamers that qualify as whales, people that just love microtransactions for the sake of it, they should have done it along with the announcement of either something like Diablo 4, obviously, or maybe like Diablo 2 Remastered. It's been almost 6 years, I believe, since Diablo 3 came out. And to drop this mobile cash grab bag that clearly nobody wanted, with nothing else to really help the Diablo fandom, does not seem like a good idea. Now, if I want to check in, let's just check in on the like-dislike ratio for Diablo Immortal. And let's see, I'm wondering how people are reacting to the new trailer. What do you think? Do we think that Diablo Immortal is going to be happy? The fans are going to be happy with it. Let's take a look. Well, we've got 8.5 thousand upvotes. That's pretty good. That's 8.5 thousand potential customers, I suppose you could look at it. And then all of a sudden, 260 downvotes. So not too bad. Oh, wait. There's a K after that. 260,000 downvotes to 8.5 thousand upvotes. This might turn out to be the most disliked new product launch of all time. Add to that, people are emailing me evidence that Diablo is deleting comments. You can see the comments are full with, hey, delete this. I had Red Pill Shark, I believe his name was, email me, send me screenshots of his third, fourth, or even fifth comment that kept getting deleted. You can see everybody is basically waiting for Blizzard to delete their comments. At this point, I don't know why you even leave comments open and like dislike ratios. I mean, I know it's admitting defeat in a way, but this might be the most disastrous new product launch I've ever seen. I mean, we've seen people really dislike, for example, Battlefield 5. We've seen people really dislike other Call of Duty launches, Call of Duty in space. But I'm not sure it gets much worse for this. And for a company as huge as Blizzard to be this disconnected, one wonders what the influence of Activision might be on this sort of thing. And I get that companies have to make money. And I do genuinely feel bad for those poor gentlemen on stage who had to know going out there that people were going to hate it. True gamers, the type of gamers that pay money to go to BlizzCon, are not there to get excited about mobile games. And then you see extraordinarily like smoking hot takes like Will Powers. Here's a hot take. The people that bash on mobile gaming are an offshoot of toxic masculinity. They get off on hating something that they've traditionally associated with a heavily female audience. What a lot of people don't consider is that mobile hardware has finally caught up in specs to the software that's being developed. Mobile is very much a viable platform for resource-intensive games like Diablo. Yeah, when I could be playing on ultra 4K widescreen monitors with a gaming mouse and mechanical keyboard, I totally would rather play on this, something that is more suited for playing games on the toilet or while laying in bed. That's where you waste time. That's where you kill time. True gamers, people who love games, people who love immersion, you don't get an immersive experience on a cell phone. You don't get an immersive experience on a tablet. You get it on ultra high definition monitors and high-end sound systems or headsets, and that is how you truly enjoy games. Now, yes, some idiots will download Diablo Immortal, and maybe the game is fine, but the problem is this is not what the Diablo fandom wanted. And simply put, if Blizzard or the Diablo official Twitter account would have simply posted a tweet and said, hey, would you guys like a mobile version of Diablo, or would you rather spend resources and time remastering Diablo 2? I'm sure it would have been an absolute landslide. This is just another example of game developers feeling like they know better than the customer. We saw it with Patrick Soderlund from on the Battlefield team saying, well, if you don't like it, don't buy it. And if you don't like pink-haired amputees on the battlefield, then you're just uneducated. This is basically hubris, ego pushed in. Now, it's possible that maybe this got pushed down from above, and it's not like, what are you going to do? Quit your job? No, maybe both of these gentlemen on stage came back and stuck their fingers in their boss's face and gave him a big fat "I told you so." But it's really hard to imagine that anybody who cared about the audience at all and didn't just care about microtransactions and the cheap outsourcing of mobile games, it's hard to imagine anybody on the planet greenlighting this with any other motivations. I mean, it is a gigantic step back. This Will Powers guy continues on to say, everyone that's complaining about Diablo on the mobile announcement, take a step back and realize how shitty you sound as a gatekeeper to the franchise. No. It's a garbage game in a world of limited resources where you don't have unlimited time or money. Outsourcing your game to some Chinese company after one of the longest droughts in content, in history for Diablo is just bad all around. Now, what they should have done, like I said, is just released a new content patch, or Diablo 2 remastered, or announced Diablo 4 and then said, in the meantime, you could kill some time with our mobile games, because as you know, mobile games don't really have a huge life cycle. They make all their money in the first couple months, and that's about it. Rare games continue to hold on, like Candy Crush or maybe Hearthstone, things like of that nature. But again, mobile is just an alternative place to play the games you love. It shouldn't be the primary place. And you can see even Diablo fans, you could tell by the question, will this even be available on PC? It's like admitting defeat, like saying, well, you didn't give us what we want, but we're still so in love with this franchise that we're willing to try it. Can you at least give us a PC port? Nope. You could play it on your Switch if you want. I mean, some console ports are okay, but this is clearly not what anybody wanted. And then you add to that at BlizzCon announcing, new characters in Overwatch. I mean, you have, thankfully, they did announce, though, the continuation and expansion of their new Blizzard-sponsored safe space for inclusiveness and feelings. Because my guess is you're going to find a lot of Blizzard developers hanging out in there after this announcement. I hope you enjoyed this video. We'll talk to you again real soon.